Welcome to the meditation practice. Take a moment to allow the body freedom in adjustment where appropriate, perhaps by lifting the chin up and lower the chin down. The neck may feel more at ease. Turning the chin to the right and left as you see fit. Then rounding the mid and upper back to check that the mid-spine is free. And when appropriate, allow that entire back to round for a moment. Then slide the ribs forward, raise the chin up. Relax. To your right, turn as I work in mirror image. Then to your left, turn. Both of your hands back. The aim is to make sure that the body is comfortable and well prepared for the practice. Forward. Relax. Gently choose one hand and breathe alternately for a moment. The objective here is to add balance between the right and left hemisphere of the brain. Our aim and objective is to add filtration through the mind to clear any thoughts of past limitations. Thereby, this meditation shall add greater freedom into the best outcome in health, well-being and empowerment for the days, weeks, months, year ahead. Often one finds discomfort that can be easily eradicated by taking a few moments of stillness of the mind, few stretches and deepening the breath. Aim to make this such a regular routine in your daily practice that instinctively you stretch the body and you breathe efficiently through the entire lungs and the right and left nostril. Now the next time you find your way back to the right, complete that exhalation for a moment. Fill your lower lungs, then the mid and upper. And upon exhalation, squeeze the lower lungs, mid and upper as much as possible. Breathe in this manner for the next few moments. Breathing lower, mid and upper, yet sense that the side of the ribs are complementing the breathing as well. Lower, mid and upper. Lower, mid and upper. Easily. Comfortably. And upon the next completed exhalation, allow your fingers to interlace and purposely round your back for a moment to check that your spine is free. Release those hands at back. Be aware of your right arm. I shall work in mirror image. Lift your right arm up. Stretch the right side. Release. Find your left arm. Be aware of the back of your head. Interlace. Sense the weight of the arm stretching the base of your skull. Relax the palms. Raise the chin up. Cleanse the jaw gently. Sweep your right hand to your left temple. Lift your left ear up. I'm working mirror image. Change opposite. Be relaxed. Lower the chin from collarbone to collarbone. Easily. Move your chin up, side to side. Again, return your hand up, alternate breath. Though this seems simple, with repetition, one shall find the true benefits of adding balance between the right and left hemisphere of the brain in perfect symmetry. Imagine achieving what you may consider as the most profound meditation possible and replicating this through your practices. This is the objective. It is stated within the human anatomy there is a life force that is mainly dormant, and through meditation and other practices similar, the objective is to awaken this life current and allow the body to release an elixir that gives one a sense of bliss. This is the aim of the meditation, to awaken the mind to a fuller conscious awareness of its pure divine nature. This is the aim of the practice as I share with you and practice with you on a daily basis as Patrick and I together assist in creating a unity in energy flow. And as each of us together work together, we are creating a field of energy around the planet Earth to assist others in achieving the same. Joining the collective consciousness for all who are meditating around the planet Earth. Now, the next time you find your way back to the right, complete. Release your palms. Now, inhale through the nose and flick your belly back on the exhalation. Inhale through the nose, exhale, flick it back. Practice this for at least 30 seconds. Flicking the tummy back at a pace that's comfortable for you for at least 30 seconds. You're breathing in through the nose and flicking the tummy muscle back on the exhalation. Three more exhalation after the third. Fully exhale. Then breathe in, take a deep breath in. Hold that inhalation for a few seconds. And as you exhale, return the palm up a third time, alternate breath. Now let's prepare shortly to move the mind into that state of stillness. Thereby you can ascend your awareness in a manner that shall allow you to find greater connection in self-awareness and empowerment. Remember, you're wiser through all your previous practices. And today, make a commitment that this practice shall enhance your routines from this moment forward. As you breathe side to side. Sense the body energized as you breathe, as you oxygenate the entire body. Not just with oxygen, but with the vital life force that in yoga we call prana. Others may call it chi, manas, many different names. Either way, it's a life force that allows you conscious interaction with this reality. Some may assume oxygen is sufficient, but one needs to recognize that one is not simply an organic organism. Your divine intelligence choosing to interact with this human form to have an experience in this dimension. Let's have a conscious interaction with a positive influence, shall we? Now, the next time you find your way back to the right, complete that exhalation. As we've done in previous practices, place one hand upon your heart, but this time the other upon your navel. Imagine a life force moving up and down like a figure eight. You shall sense it moving in a manner that's appropriate for you. You may sense it moving clockwise or anti-clockwise. Go with the rhythm that is appropriate for you. It will feel comfortable for you. Then close those eyelids, bring on board in the smile, allow your physical eyes to look slightly up as though you're looking between your eyebrows, but your eyelids are relaxed. Now at the base of the spine where the perineum is, practice for a moment. As you exhale, tighten that section and relax. Tighten that section at the base of your spine and relax. In yoga, it is called Mula Bandha, the root lock. It's as if each time you exhale, you're pushing the life force up your spine. As you breathe in, let it cascading. Don't force, just put it to the practice if you've not practiced it before. Each exhalation for the next few moments, you tighten the base of the spine, perineum. As you breathe in, you relax the perineum. Thus, you're creating a rhythm. Each exhalation, you're pushing that life force up through the different meridians that in yoga we call nadis. You're breathing in and out. Yet relax those shoulders and relax those arms. Relax those hands, relax those feet, comfortably. Feeling the gentle essence that flows through you. Now as you breathe, you may begin to sense the current flowing consciously through that body. But either way, do not find distraction, rather find that balanced state of stillness. Continue softening the eyelids. Now imagine that you can see your past, yet as an observer, which means you're no longer influenced by the past, you're simply observing it. And imagine that you're choosing now to filter out the best experiences and rescind anything that had in any way caused you any form of misalignment, be it minor or major. What you're doing now, you're reconnecting to your divine nature and setting your mind free of past impressions that could have caused you misalignment if you did not clear it. One is familiar with the term ego. But remember, the ego is an aspect of the mind that allows you the freedom of living in this reality. But yet the objective is not to allow the ego to dominate this reality in experiences. Rather, let the ego be your best support as a support worker, not the main chairman of the board. You are the chairman of the board. Now find that part within you that is pure and refined, and remind that ego that it is okay for it to step back. You are now more than capable of being clear upon your directive. And in turn, trust that as you see your mind moving towards the future, you can now visualize whatever future that is appropriate for you in your choosing. Now, move your focus towards the future. The future could be tomorrow, this afternoon, this morning, this evening, any day. But again, be very clear that you have a powerful mind. Just as one drives along the road, one has the means to move the vehicle to one's advantage, but yet if there's obstacles, one can address those obstacles far clearer if one is aware of those obstacles before reaching those obstacles. As though you're choosing to refine your internal GPS, spontaneous navigation system that is updating every moment of every day where you are, what needs to be done, and what is best for you in achievement. In your mind, see yourself celebrating victory due to your proactive actions and reactions. And if that is to be the case, then that past must not limit your victory incentives. So go within and find a part that is wise, and that is your coach. That part that is all wisdom in the yoga tradition is called buddhi. That part that is wise. Call it forward now. Remember, if you choose to call that part forward, it will come forward. Call it forward now and reinforce within your mind that you shall allow that aspect that is wisdom to guide and give support to the ego. Thereby that ego can relax and no longer choose to replicate impressions of the past that had in any way caused discomfort or limitations. Thus that ego now shall be a great support, just like having a powerful immune system within your body. Here, this is a powerful support network for your mind. Trust that you're multidimensional. Now relax that body. Never assume any concept. Rather put it to the test until you can, in your own rational sense, approve or disapprove of the experience. Now go within that physical body and imagine that life force cascading up and down, and set your intention that you're choosing to open the window of the mind, and in turn different doorways must find you in approval. Thereby, you can move through those doorways with the greatest of ease. Now, the objective is not to force. These doorways in yoga is considered as the vortexes or chakras that has their specific influence upon different aspects of life. So all you're doing is breathing and allowing that life force to cascade up and down the spine, and if there is any misalignment or blockages, let it gently, lovingly adjust and clear. You never force. The objective is to allow this life force to move effortlessly until it cascades like a torus around that body. A torrid field cascading within. Then perhaps you may be surprised to find that you can sense yourself expanding beyond the human form, that your past experiences had caused you to assume that was whom you are. Rather, now you're recognizing you're far more than that ego. You're far more than this body. Even that aspect that you may call wisdom, you're far more than that. You're using all these different attributes to your advantage. Just like every organ within the body has the purpose. And utilized correctly, the organs can function to your advantage in health and well-being. Clearing your mind of all limitations, all unwanted thoughts, all unwanted impressions, whereby you are now seeing yourself far more in balanced coherence than you could have ever imagined. Just like a professional athlete who has attained the best outcomes that is possible for anyone in that field, thus they can replicate it with the greatest of ease as they are a professional and have mastered the skills. It becomes automatic. Whatever you replicate in time becomes habitual. Thus the ego then replicates it. So see yourself replicating the best of the best. And that aspect that's called the wisdom aspect, the Buddhi, imagine that is not limited by a linear perspective. Rather, it is expanded in its multilateral, multidimensional state. As though around you, you are now calling toward you all the divine beings in support. Every skill that you have is supported by an intelligence that is specialized in that field. Imagine that. And whatever you wish to manifest and create in this life, you have support in the divine field of resonance, as you call it forward. Go within, just as if you choose to fly, then you would not catch a boat or a taxi, would you? But if you wish to cross the seas, then most likely you could either choose a boat or a plane. Here you're going beyond that. Go within and find that greater form of stillness. I will easily count from 10 to 1. Imagine each count is a signal for you to double that mode of divine communion and connection as you relax further within. 10. 9. Continue to go within as that current flows without effort. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. You are unlimited. And now choose to communicate within to your highest aspects. 4 and 3. Connect to the divine. 2. Connections in mind transference. in the recognition of the multi-dimensional self. One. Imagine you're choosing now not only just to connect, but to download into your subconscious mind the most refined of information to inspire your conscious intelligence to be proactive forward from this moment forward in regards to whatever it is that shall give you a sense of joy, pleasure, and purpose in this birth. When you choose to connect and you allow yourself the means to connect, you have connection. Just like making a telephone call. If all the connections are working as they're designed to work, then you can make that call. But here the difference is, the moment you make that call, the greater mind will answer your call, as it awaits 24/7 to be at your service. Imagine that. Go with it. See yourself far happier than you may have assumed possible before, as you're now choosing to go beyond assumptions. And if there is anything in life that needs recalibration, be it physical, emotional, and mental, this is the perfect opportunity now to allow the mind to step forward and bring the support needed to rectify the misalignment. And all you needed to do was to step to the side and let it be. Just as you breathe efficiently, the oxygen shall flow through your circulatory system and should be utilized as needed as the body works with you for your greater advantage. Continue to be empowered. Continue to find sense of inner peace. Do not burden your mind with impressions that are limiting. As you're now choosing to refine the mental training that one undergoes to liberate the self from the past shackles of the human construct in birth and experience. Go with it. Never underestimate the power of your influence in thought and actions as you are now, choosing to allow to be so. Go with it. The more relaxed you choose to become, the more profound the effect. And the more you choose to relax the mind, the deeper the practice. To the state where you may begin to sense such freedom that one can feel the joy that replicates that sense of deeper inner awakening and divine conscious connection. Imagine freeing your mind from the past human construct in pre-programming. Thereby that ego can now fully develop your deeper skills in divine communion with the greatest of ease. Continue to move with that energy flow. Continue to move with that energy flow. Imagine reconnecting to your pure divine nature, that aspect that you are, that you may, to some degree, have been placing to the side from conception as you became far more interactive with the human personality. What if you chose to awaken within yourself your pure divine connection now, whom you truly are, that part that is omnipotent, all-powerful. Imagine reaching a point in your practice where you remember your pure nature. That is known as an awakening. Imagine a realization. What is the essence within you that existed and shall continue to exist for eternity? Imagine that. That is the objective of this practice. To consciously connect to it in full illumination. Perfectly. And as you choose to practice, preferably daily, whether you practice for 5 minutes, 60 seconds at a time, it does not matter. The secret is to practice in replication. Whatever you replicate becomes habitual. Whatever you find joyous in life, you will naturally take more time in replicating. So make this a habit in the meditation practice. Continue to relax. Continue to invite your mind to be your best friend in association. Sense those emotions totally relaxed and free, in pure joy. And don't be surprised with replication in practice that a sense of ecstasy shall flood your entire being. Bliss in redefine communication in connection to your highest state of being. You are perfect. Perfect. And make a commitment to yourself from this moment forward, if you've not done that already, that if anything finds you that limits you, you shall address it appropriately and step forward rather than regressing. As you recognize the power within your mind in judgment and interactions. Now, send a wonderful sense of appreciation to your entire being. Now deepen the breath and sense pure connection to the body as you allow that body to further integrate with Mother Nature. Awaken the fingers and palms when suited. Place them on your eyes, place the palm gently, feel the warmth. Then move the palms to the ears, nose and mouth, skin, and over the body as you see fit. Then shake the arms as though you clean from the body any debris that may have resided prior. Turn your palms up and sense light flooding your body, and turn your palms down as you again appreciate that you connect to Mother Earth. Turn one palm up, perhaps the right. If it's appropriate for you, the left faces down, and change it opposite. And turn both towards each other. Place it towards your heart in perfect symmetry. Until our next practice, may your life be continued in joy, love, and pure bliss. Hari Om Tat Sat.